This is chicken fricassee. It sounds fancy, it sounds French, and it sounds like a lot. But trust me, this is pure cozy comfort food and anyone can make it. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about a classic dish, a one-pot meal. We're making chicken fricassee. Now, sounds fancy, but it's pure comfort food. But what is it? Chicken fricassee is actually a French dish. It's a chicken stew that is rich and creamy and unctuous, and it is super easy to make. It was very popular all the way up to the 70s, and then it kind of fell out of favor as things do, so we're going to bring it back. Let's get started. I have a large skillet here. I'm going to turn this on over medium-high heat. And we're going to start with melting some butter. I have here 3 tablespoons of butter, salted, unsalted, whichever you like. While this melts, let's talk chicken. I have here 6 skin-on, bone-in chicken thighs. Now, traditionally, this is made with a whole chicken cut up, but I prefer using just the thighs. They're delicious, they take too long stewing, and they're very affordable. All we need to do is season both sides with salt and pepper. My butter's melted, my pan is good and hot. Let's put the chicken in. We're going to start with it skin side down. We're going to let these cook for 7 to 9 minutes or until the skin is nice and brown and crispy. Once these are ready and nice and brown, I'm going to flip them over and I'll cook them on the other side for another 3 to 4 minutes. All right, my chicken is browned on both sides, not fully cooked yet. So I'm going to remove it back to the same plate. And we're just going to let it hang out for a bit. We'll come back to it. Now let's keep building this dish. In the same pan, which has the butter and some of the fat that rendered off that chicken, we're going to add some mushrooms. I have here 12 ounces, which is 340 grams of cremini mushrooms that I just quartered. Right in our pan. I'm going to give these a little bit of salt and pepper. And what I want is for the mushrooms to start to brown and release some of their liquid. So it's going to get very wet and then dry. We just want to get these cooking 5, maybe even up to 8 minutes. All right, it's been about 5, maybe 6 minutes. My mushrooms are nice and browned. We're starting to release all their liquid. It smells wonderful. But let's keep building. Next up is carrots. I have here just 2 carrots that I sliced. Onion is next. 1 medium onion that I sliced pole to pole, not crosswise to make a rainbow, but pole to pole. Shallot is next. Just 1, finely diced. And of course, if you know me, you know what's next. It's garlic. This is just 3 cloves that I minced up. Let's hit it with a little salt and pepper. Just a tiny bit. There's still plenty in there from the mushrooms, but I want to give them a little bit too. Season your layers. And we'll give this a quick stir. We're going to let these cook for about 5 or 6 minutes until they start to get soft and very aromatic. Now, you may be wondering why I used onion and shallot and garlic. Onion has a flavor, garlic has a flavor, but a shallot is a combination of both. And by using all 3, it's going to bring those flavors together and reinforce them. And it's just going to add extra layers of really deep flavor in the sauce at the end. All right, it's been about 5-6 minutes. My vegetables are starting to soften. It's gotten really aromatic in here. You can smell the onions and shallots and garlic. Now, I have to start building the base of this sauce to get it nice and thick and velvety. We're going to do that by adding some all-purpose flour. I have 2 ounces, which is 56 grams. We're just going to sprinkle this in, and we're going to stir it about, get everything nice and coated. And we're just going to let it cook for a minute or 2 just to cook off that raw flour taste. All right, my flour is nice and cooked now. We're going to add the next flavor, which is dry white wine. I have 12 ounces, 360 mils of a nice crisp dry wine. You can leave this out if you can't have wine, but if you can, use it. Otherwise, you can use water or stock. Right in our pan. I'm going to give this a stir and scrape up any brown bits that are on the bottom of the pan. That brown on the pan is called fond, and it's concentrated flavor. We want to let it cook for a few minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, to reduce it and cook off the alcohol. All right, my wine is reduced down. We need to add a little more liquid. We're going to get that with chicken stock. I have 8 ounces, 240 mils of chicken stock. Right in. We're going to keep adding some flavors. We're going to start with a bay leaf. Bay leaf is going to add this earthy, herbaceous note. And we're going to add some fresh thyme. About 4 sprigs or so. Then we're going to let this come up to a boil. And there we go. It's already bubbling away. So we're going to add the chicken back. I'm going to add it skin side up. And if there's any juices on this platter, we're going to put those in too. I'm going to cover this. And I'm going to reduce the heat to medium-low. And we're going to let this simmer for 45 minutes. Now halfway through, I'm going to turn the chicken over so it gets cooked all the way. It's been 45 minutes. Now at the halfway mark, I did flip the chicken over. But it's been the 45 minutes. Let's take a look. Wow. Oh. You could smell this. Well, you will when you make it. We just need to turn the chicken over, skin side up. Look how beautiful. Let's give these a little temperature check. 180 and rising. These are perfectly done, nice and tender. We're almost done. I said this was a creamy sauce, so we need to add some cream. I have here 4 ounces, 120 mils of heavy cream. We're just going to add it in and give it a stir. Right in. I'm going to give this a stir. I like the sauce for this on the lighter side, but you could let this simmer uncovered and get really, really thick and unctuous. I want to add one more thing. It's a very rich sauce. We want to give it a little kick. We're going to get that from lemon. One lemon. This is a seedless lemon. And we're just going to squeeze this right over the top. All right. I'm going to try this little piece right here. And I want to get some of those vegetables, the mushrooms, the carrots, the onions. And some of that sauce. Now, how else could you serve this? I would normally have it over mashed potatoes. You could have it over rice. You could have it over egg noodles. You could have it just like this. A nice crusty bread. How good would that be? All right, let's get in here. Here we go. Wow. Super intense chicken flavor, mushrooms. It's rich. It's earthy. But that lemon right at the end, pow, a pop of brightness. Delicious. And of course, I need a little sippy to wash it down. Alrighty, if you've enjoyed this recipe, sign up for our newsletter and get new recipes delivered right into your inbox. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the like button. It really helps us grow. And if you'd like to go even further, consider joining as a channel member. You'll get special perks, behind-the-scenes extras, and you'll be part of the community helping us shape what we create together. Okay, I'm going to go enjoy my chicken. While I do that, I want you to sit back, relax, and watch this video over here. Until next time, cheers.